If you guys don't know me, I am Melina, and this is Mackenzie.
Hey,
You guys make sure everyone is muted, please.
I got it. They're all muted. You're good.
Perfect. Yeah, so we just wanted to hop on since we all know that mid-month hits. It's the 14th. Tomorrow is the 15th. And when mid-month hits, we all know we kind of stick at like a standstill. So we want to get out of this funk of feeling like we're just kind of like going straight in the middle of the month. So we're here to pump you up and get your fuel ready to go again and get ready for the second half of the month. And we're going to go out strong. Commission reports dropped today, so you guys should see your checks, and that should push you to push even harder the second half of the month. And if your check was kind of you're not happy with it, that should also push you to work even harder this month. So next check, you don't feel like that and you're happy with your check, okay? Okay, so we're going to jump right into it. You guys, really quick before I jump into everything, we have amazing new incentives coming out next month, okay? It is such an exciting time. We're going to have so many new products. I don't know exactly what we're going to get, but it's going to be so amazing. And I really want you guys to take this time to really get your teams prepared for what's about to come. And any new girls that you're speaking with, use this as your advantage to talk about all the amazing products and the drops that we're getting next month to get potentials excited, okay? So I want you guys talking about that with your potentials. I want you guys talking about it with your teams, and I want you guys talking about it with your VIPs. So get everyone super excited. Talk about this, hype it up because it's going to be freaking amazing. And it's really good time to get your new girls signed this month. So then that way they're ready to go for next month. Okay. And you can tell them that if you have some potentials that you've been speaking with, let them know that, we have amazing things coming out next month. This would be a really good time to get you started. So you're all trained and ready to go for the crazy month that next month is going to be. Okay. So I just wanted to add that in there. So I'm going to give you our little agenda. So I'm going to be talking about PV tips and tricks. I'm going to touch a little bit on content. Kenzie's going to finish it off on some content, and then she's going to talk about your why, okay? And if you're on here and you don't know what your why is, you'll know by the end of this call, okay? All right, so I'm going to go right into it now. So I'm going to start off with VIP, checking and setting reminders. So this is one of my important things that I do. And mind you guys, I get like $2,000 to $3,000 in PV every single month, okay? So these are just the things that I do for myself that gets me there. And I set a very high goal for my PV because number one, you're going to get commission on PV. And number two, it's going to go to your GV, okay? So it's super important as you guys as leaders or as market partners, whatever rank you are, new, if you've been in the business for a year, whatever it is, to really maintain your PV and have a high goal because it's a lot easier than you guys think, okay? All right, so back to what I was saying. So VIP, checking and setting reminders. So checking in with your VIP customers is so, so important. These are people that signed on, that trusted you to buy the products and to purchase the products from you and trusted you enough to, give you their money and put these products in their hair. Okay. So these are loyal customers that are going to come back and buy from you. And you really need to be checking in with them to make sure that whatever products you match them with are working for their hair type. And if they need a refill or whatever is going on, asking them questions, and seeing if they need to try a new product, educating them on our products, how they work, what else we have. Always talk about the next order with them. So you always want to be communicating with your VIPs. You don't have to talk to them every single second of the day. But a good reminder that I do is I put reminders in my phone if I remember that I mentioned a future product for them to order, like our dry shampoo or something like that. I will put that in my reminders and I'll say follow up with Mackenzie in a month and about the dry shampoo, and I'll date it. So that way in a month that pops up and I'm like, oh yeah, because you're not going to remember all of this. And if you write it on paper, you're going to forget to look at it. So put a reminder in your phone. If you have an iPhone, please do that. If you don't, I think there's reminders in other phones. So checking with your VIPs, making sure they're good and they're happy with the products that they have, and see if you have to switch them out, and setting reminders for anything, you guys. It can be anything. So running flagship reports. This is so important. I know our site has made it so much easier to run flagship reports because it's literally on the homepage right in front of your eyes. So there should be no more mistakes. They did that to make our lives easier. You get emailed it, they get an email, and it's on your home screen. And there's another report in reports, okay? So make sure that you're keeping up on your flagships, because with all these VIP customers, this is yet another reminder for you to check in with them to see how they're doing, see how their hair is, how they are on product, and to see if they like to put a flagship order in or push it out, okay? So you always want to be checking in with them. We all know that flagships are pushed out the max 2 months. So push it out those 2 months, and that's going to let you know you're keeping up and talking with your VIPs and you're staying on top of everything with them, okay? Reaching out, asking questions. Like I said, ask them questions, you guys. They're not going to sit there and text you and tell you what's going on with their hair unless you ask them. So if you just text them like, hey, your flagship is coming up, they're going to be like, okay, yeah, I don't need anything. I'm good. No, ask them like, okay, you don't need anything perfect, but how's your hair doing? How's it feel? Is your oils more controlled? Do you feel like you need more hydration? Do you feel like your frizz is controlled? How did you like this? Like, say these things. Go scroll up in your text, see if they just bought the air dry cream. Ask them about the air dry cream. They will be so happy that you even remember to ask them that, okay? So make it about them. Say their name when you're talking to them. Ask them how their hair is, because what if their frizz isn't still controlled? Then we need to give them another product, okay? Or send them a sample. These are our VIP customers. These are our number one customers in your lap that trusted you to purchase the product. So let's make them feel like a true VIP, okay? Thirdly, okay, referrals. So I feel like not a lot of people utilize referrals. So we have a referral program. I know it's annoying. You have to go to the link and you have to make sure it's signed into this person. But you guys, it's easy money for your customers to be earning and the new VIP that you'll be getting, the new referral, okay? So utilize this to your advantage. You have all these tools in front of you. They're here for us to make money and for our VIPs to have the best experience ever, okay? I have gotten so many referrals. All you have to do, if you guys don't have the little message that I send to my customers, I'll send it to you guys after this. Side text me, but I'll shoot them a text that every single one of my VIP customers know about the referral program, okay? You can also email yourself the referral link. I did that today. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I like that, so then you always have it. Okay. So follow up with new and old VIPs, or I'm sorry, potentials. So this is a huge thing I started doing a couple months ago. A couple of you girls on here will probably already know what I'm about to say because I've told you guys this little trick. But when you have those people that, number one, have left you on red, have ghosted you after some time, have initiated a conversation about the products and then all of a sudden went MIA, whatever it is. So this is for VIPs. And you can also use this for MPs too. So anytime I have a conversation with anyone that's ever interested in the business or the products on Instagram, I'm always flagging them in my DMs, okay? This is why. I'm going to tell you why exactly this is going to change the game for you. So I'll flag I don't care if it's about one question about the product. I don't care what it is. I flag anything that has to do with our business. So when it's time for me to do my weekly follow-ups, I go into my flag DMs, okay? And I go all the way to the bottom and I start from the bottom and I move my way up. Now, I go through these conversations. I get anxiety when my DMs are crazy. I want to clean them up and I'm like, okay, if someone's not interested anymore, I need to get them unflagged. So what I do is I go to old potential VIP customers that I used to talk to. I don't care if it's been a year, 3 months, 2 days, whatever it is. I will send this message. Hey babe, how are you? I just wanted to follow up and see if you're still interested in the business or the products, depending on which conversation you had, so VIP or MP. If not, let me know, and I will take you off of my follow-up list. That's it. That's it. Number one, what this is going to do. Number one, it's going to either remind them, oh my gosh, I did want to order these products. Yeah, girl, I'm still interested. Let's order them. Okay, sale. Your PV goes up. Or, hey girl, oh my God, yes, I'm still interested. Please don't take me off your follow-up list, but I'm not ready right now. I'm moving. I just don't have the funds right now. Perfect. I keep that flagged, right? I'm like, okay, follow up with her. What do? Put that in my reminders to follow up with her in a month whenever she's done moving. Okay. And then lastly, no, I'm not interested. Take me off your follow-up list. No problem. Send that, unflag the DM. Done. Moving on, right? New potentials. Or they're not even going to answer you at all. Guess what? Unflag that conversation. They're not interested. Okay. So this is also going to give you guys less anxiety and less stress when it comes to, oh my God, they ghosted me or they didn't answer. They left me on red. Let's get to the point here. Are they interested or not anymore? If they're not, get them off of your list and don't waste your time anymore. You never want to beg someone to buy the products or join the business. Have them convince themselves that this is what they need in their life. You're never going to want to convince these customers. They're not the customers for you, okay? Same thing goes with MPs. That is a huge thing that has impacted my PV in the past 3 months when I started doing this. I know Kenzie does it now. I know a couple girls on here have done it. Melissa. I promise you guys it will change. It will change your business. Okay, this is another big thing. Okay, so when we reach out to customers and we send them our little text about flash sales, we have 1 million flash sales, right? I know it's annoying, but who doesn't love a good sale? I love other places where I shop when I get a text saying that there's a sale. I think it's amazing. I love it. I end up buying something. When I know there's money to be saved, I spend more money, whatever, okay? When you're reaching out to these sale customers, I have started a sale customer list. Some of you guys do this already, but I promise if you don't do it, this will also change your business for PV too. Start a sale customer list. I have a sale customer list for people that are not VIPs yet, and I have a sale customer list for people that are already VIPs. Our VIPs still want to know, right? We should be reaching out to them, but some people get annoyed or they never answer they don't care about sales and they're my VIP. I leave them out of it, okay? So reaching out to the people that want to be reached out to. I literally ask these people that say, oh, I can't really afford to sign up and buy these products. Maybe another time when, I have more money or whatever it is. Say, no problem, babe. Do you want me to add you to my sales list whenever there's flash sales? They'll say yes or no. Add them to your sale list, okay? Then when it's time that there's a flash sale, go to your sale list, send out this text. These are people that want to be contacted, okay? You don't want to text people that don't want to be contacted and never answer. That's not fun. You're annoying. You're like spam. So make sure you ask the appropriate questions. Ask your customers what they want, what they need, what kind of, what do they want you reaching out to them? So yeah, and you guys, every time we have a flash sale, I always knock off at least 2 people off of my list that end up signing up because they see this flash sale, they see another one. Eventually they're going to sign up because they like these sales, okay? My last thing about PV, okay? So this is actually game changer. Kenzie can vouch for me with this. I know I keep saying that this has changed my business, but this actually has changed my PV tremendously. Most incredible tactic ever. Okay, so when we pitch to our potential VIPs, we're pairing them with a shampoo, a conditioner, and a styling product, right? 3 items. Usually it's around $110 to $115, right? Okay. I was sitting here one day and I'm like, how can I get my PV up? I was struggling with it. I'm like, what's going on? I had this little bubble that popped up on top of my head and I'm like, no, why are we not using this to our advantage? Instead of matching them with one styling product, I'm matching them with an extra product. So I'm giving them 4 options. Why? That 4th option is going to get them most of the time with most of our products. It depends which one it is. An extra 15% off for mix and match. Okay. When you do this, you're adding on money to their sale. They're getting more product for less money, okay? And it's adding up your PV because just because they're getting 15% off, you're still going to get that exact price that the actual product goes for, okay? So you're still going to get the PV number even if they're getting a discount. Still counts as a higher PV for you. Once I started doing this, and now some options I give to people, I just say it's about $135 when I give them these 4 products. So $115 to $140 or $35 is really not that much money for one more product, right? So when I did this, I would sometimes give people both options. I'd give them the $135 and the $115, both options. 9 times out of 10, those people pick the higher option. So when I did that, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop giving people 2 options. I'm just going to give them the $135 option with the 4 products. And that has tremendously changed my PV. They're getting more products. Their hair is going to be better. They're going to like this even better. They're going to like their hair better because they have more products to use, and they're getting a better deal. So you guys try this out and tell me what you think about it, because I know Mackenzie does it now and it is honestly amazing. And you really are giving your VIP an amazing amount of product for a great price. Okay. Now, if there's someone I know that's price sensitive and maybe, doesn't want to spend too much money, I'll still just go with the 3 products. Okay. But if I know like that your hair really needs help, I'll give them 2 options. Giving 2 options is an amazing, it's an amazing tactic to do with your VIPs as well, and letting them pick which option they want to do. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to quickly go into content, and then Kenzie's going to finish it off. So we're going to talk about content, right? All right. I'm just going to go out and say it. I say this like every call. I don't care if I'm getting annoying. We need to stop with the overload of information on our stories. You guys, you're losing the sale. These people are clicking through. They're swiping your stories. You're being annoying. You're being salesy. This is not how our company runs. We are not trained to be salesy. So we need to take a step back. Stop giving them all the information. That's information you give them when they're interested and they slide in your DMs, or you're talking about it, or it comes up in conversation. Stop giving all the information, because that's where you lose the sale. So if you're like, I don't get any potential VIPs or MPs anymore, like I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, well, let's take a step back and take a look at your stories that you've been posting. Have you been giving them all this information? Probably, right? So it's not exciting for someone. Kenzie, I think, said the other day, like she sent it in one of her chats. Kenzie, what was it? It only takes someone like the average of like 3 seconds to read something. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I have to go back to it.
It's okay. Don't even worry. Basically, it's that people swipe through your stories. If there's too much information, they're not going to read it. Okay. If there's 5 sentences, they're going to swipe through. If there's 1 sentence, they'll read it. So you guys, like, stop. This is not who we are. This is not what we do. I know it's exciting. There's so much information. There's so many good things to say, but that's what you want to leave for when you're talking to these potentials. Okay. So keep your stories very limited, simple, clean, and easy to read. Okay. So if you need to use a white background with black writing, go ahead. So make it very clear for these people to read. So I don't care if you guys are 2 days in the business or 2 years in the business, you guys have to create that mystery on your story. And I know we all say, we're cropping out the name, we're photoshopping the name out. I still Photoshop the name probably 8 times out of 10. And I've been in this business almost 2 years, and I'm still keeping the name out of most of my stories. Okay. So create that mystery, make people want to know more. If there is an amazing product that made me get these amazing waves, why am I giving all the information of how I got it and where it's from and what I did and what did I put it in braids or what? No, just say that you use the air dry cream and that's it. Let people ask you. That's a sales tactic. That's a marketing tactic. That's how you're going to get more sales. Okay. So being original. So I know a lot of people screenshot other girls' stories or copy the stories, and that's fine to a certain extent, but we really need to be original, you guys. It takes more than just screenshotting and slapping it on your story like you don't even care. Create content that is exciting and advertises you. You are who you attract, you guys. So if you're attracting something that isn't even you, then it's not going to work. It's just, you guys need to show more of yourselves and more authenticity when you're posting on your story. So post things that are more you. If it's more simple, if it's bright and colorful, whatever it is, these people want to see you, not something screenshotted from someone else that you guys are totally different. Okay. So be original, be yourself, be unique, make up these stories yourself. It's so easy. Okay. Get creative. And that's all I really wanted to say. Kenzie's going to finish out content and she's going to talk about your why. So please, you guys take notes. This is going to be amazing. Go ahead, Kenz.
Yeah, so I found that thing that I sent the other day. So it basically says that people remember 80% of what they see versus 20% of what they read. So that's a huge thing. That was actually exactly what I was going to talk about, is like, you guys need to be stepping into the shoes of your audience.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Like, what would attract you to the post? If you were on the other side of this, which you were at one point, like, what would attract you to something? What would make you click back or take the poll or answer the question or like reach out to someone? Like, what would it take? And it really is all about the visuals. Just remember that Instagram story is meant to be a quick thing, okay? It's not meant to be something to hold and read, right? It's supposed to be something quick. It like is there and gone in 5 seconds, right? So it's supposed to be, you know, just something quick, something that's visually appealing, right? So just remember that too, like questions and polls and anything like that, it does not need to be hair care related. It can be something that is part of your lifestyle. And more often than not, people engage more on things like that anyway, right? So my tip that I always say, and I think I've said this to a lot of you before, is like, post the things that you know are going to get a lot of engagement, and then post your hair care thing right after that, because you know for a fact that people are already going to be scrolling through your story. They're going to be engaging on it. They're going to be answering a question or, you know, taking the poll or whatever it may be. And then right after that, they're going to see the hair care thing, right? For example, like yesterday, I posted like a picture of where I was sitting for the day working. And then my next post was, you know, I'm looking for a new laptop. Does anyone have any recommendations? I had so many people reach out to me about it, right? So that's something that I knew was going to get a lot of engagement. And something that I taught my girls recently is like, you need to be a resource for people. When people go to your story, you want them to, you know that they're either going to be educated, they're going to be entertained, or there's going to be some type of action that they need to take on your story. So you don't need to just be a resource for hair care stuff. If you're passionate about something else, if you do other things in your life, like post about those things too. Those things are relatable to people and it brings value to who you are and your page, right? So that's all I have on content. So I'm going to move on to remembering your why. So this part I'm like so freaking excited about, because I think that, like Melina said earlier, like when we get toward the middle of the month, there's always just like this like lull of like, do I keep pushing? Do I not? Like, should I keep going? Should I not? Kind of thing. So I want you guys to take a second right now and close your eyes. I want you guys to think about the day that you joined this business. You were probably a little bit nervous. You were probably a little bit freaked out that you just dropped a couple $100s. You probably had no idea what to expect, right? But you knew that something amazing could probably come from this. So think about where you are right now. How have you changed? Are you the same person you were when you joined, or are you someone completely different? The answer is probably no, you're not the same person. Whether you've been doing this for 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years, you're a different person, right? You're someone different. You stepped out of your comfort zone. None of us went to school. I said this yesterday on the call. Like, none of us went to school to learn how to post about hair care on social media, right? None of us went to school for that. This is all completely out of all of our comfort zone. So you are a different person at this moment. Just for saying yes, you're different, right? And you said yes to this for a reason, whether that was to pay off student loans or make an extra income or make a better life for your children or change the lives of other people or help them gain confidence, anything like that. Like, you said yes to this for a reason. So don't you think that you owe it to yourself to put your all into this and to do everything that you possibly can to be successful with this and just like go full force with it, right? Step into the shoes of like the boss babe that we always talk about. Step into that role. You know, be the girl who will not stop when someone says no to you, who takes the no's and like fuels that into fire until you get a yes. Who constantly trains her mind and grows her mind by finding new ways to learn and to gain that knowledge. Be the girl who pushes excuses out of her head and only focuses on the goal. Be the girl who leads her team like you're already SED. Be the girl who does not stop ever, okay? Find your fire, you guys. You are literally your only limit in this. And when you find your why, you find your how. Like, how can I get there? How can I learn this? How can I teach my team this? How can I get more VIPs? How can I build my team? How can I reach my goal, right? Sorry, someone wasn't muted. Find your why, and no excuses will come between you and your goal, okay? When people say to me, like, I'm too busy, or I don't have the time, or I don't know how to do this, or this, like, no, you guys, you are not too busy. You do have the time, and you literally have every single tool and resource that you need to be successful in this at your fingertips, okay? So imagine if like Oprah or Ellen or Steve Harvey or Ryan Gosling or Beyonce said all those things, right? They wouldn't be where they are right now. Just imagine that. I always think about that. You guys, missing out on your dreams will be a lot harder than taking the responsibility for where you are at in this business, okay? Stop giving yourself excuses. You owe it to yourself to do more than that, right? I dare you guys to give up literally everything that is keeping you from your dream in this. Get up and make shit happen, okay? Do something. Don't just sit there and wait for it to come to you. Like, take action. Figure out what you need to do to be successful in this and to achieve your why, and be brave enough to do those things, okay? I dare you guys to like hold yourself accountable. I dare you to work harder than you did yesterday. I dare you to prove yourself right. And I dare you to dream bigger in this, okay? There is so much opportunity in this. It's insane. Like, I just had a girl just now text me. It's her first month doing this, or last month was her first month, and she got a 4-figure check in her first month. That's insane, okay? There is so much opportunity in this business, whether you're doing it part-time or full-time. You can be successful in this, right? So like Melina said, it is almost halfway through the month tomorrow. Are you guys at where you want to be right now at this moment? If you look at your progress report, like, are you where you want to be? If not, then what do you need to do to get there, right? What do you need to go to do, like, be full force in this, whether you're doing it part-time or full-time? Like, it is not, oh, I'm going to do this next month. It's like, I'm going to do it right freaking now, and I'm not going to stop until I get there, right? That's it.
I love it. That gave me chills. I love that. And you guys, your why can change, okay? Like, when I first started, my why was to pay off my student loans. Now I'm working in a salon. I've completely changed my life. My life is completely different when I first started. And now my why is to just save money and to have a savings for my future. That's my why. So your guys' why will change as time goes and you evolve and you grow, and there's always room for growth. So take what Kenzie said to heart and really think about it when we get off this call, and think about how much you want this opportunity and how much money you want to make. And you guys, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You can do anything that you want. We would not be here today if we didn't just push ourselves. You think that right now, I will tell you, I have family upstairs for a feast right now, eating dinner, but I'm on this call talking to you guys, taking 30 minutes out of my time to talk to you guys, to make you guys feel good and confident about yourselves, because each and every one of you all are on this call right now for a reason. Okay, you guys went and clicked this call and are listening still. There's 14 people still on here, are still listening for a reason. So you can do it. Push yourselves. When you don't want to, push yourself. You'll feel so much better after you do something, when you actually achieve it and you push yourself, okay? So this call was meant to be a pump-up call. I hope you guys looked at this from a different light, a different perspective. Utilize me and Kenzie if you're feeling a little stuck or you need some motivation or need to be inspired. We're here, we're upline. I will literally do one-on-ones with anyone that needs it or just wants to shoot me a side text. I will help you with anything, and I know Kenzie will too. So you guys, it's mid-month. This is the time to shine. If you are not at your goals that you've mapped out your month at mid-month right now, if you are not there, then you need to remap out the second half of your month and see how you're going to get there. Okay? Well, thank you so much, you guys, for hopping on. Thanks, Kenz. You did an amazing job. I love that.
Thanks,
and it's today is hump day. So happy hump day. Oh. You guys have a good rest of your week and weekend. And we'll probably do another mid-month pump up next month. So
for sure. And I just want to say too, there's another call at 9:00. If you guys don't have the link for that, message your sponsor or upline. It's going to be a really good call. I'm like super pumped about that one too. So hope you guys can make that one too. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. Love this.
Thank you so much, you guys. Everyone that showed up, love you all. Mwah. And everyone have a good Wednesday night, okay?
Bye.